We all know that typically our homes are our largest investments, and we want to make sure that we take care of our homes and maintain them so that we can enjoy them for many, many years. And I know, believe me, maintaining a home and doing those chores around the house aren't the most fun thing in the world. I completely agree. But if you properly maintain your home, you'll save yourself some money long term. So there are some maintenance milestones that you need to make sure that you keep on a little checklist in your house. And I'm going to go through that checklist for you next to help you properly take care of your home long term. And like I said, save you some cash. My name is Stephen Kotobash, and I'm a realtor located here in the northern Atlanta area. And I love to make sure that my clients take care of their homes so they can enjoy them for years to come, because the last thing I want for my clients as homeowners is to become frustrated with maintenance and unnecessary expenses and things like that concerning their homes. So one big item I want to jump into is think about early fall. So you've gone through the summer. Early fall is a good time to drain your hot water heater. How many of you out there have never thought, hey, I need to drain my hot water heater once a year? It's probably something that you don't think of as frequently as you should. Down in the comments, I'm going to add a link that will give you step-by-step instructions on how to properly drain your hot water heater. A couple things I'll point out to make sure that you do. So make sure you turn off the power to your hot water heater first, and make sure you turn off the water supply as well before you get started. And another big thing to really keep in mind as you jump into this task is give the hot water heater a couple of hours when you've turned everything off, a couple of hours to cool. So you want that water to cool inside the hot water heater, so when you drain it, you don't scald yourself, because that could be painful. Like I said, take a look down below. You'll see the link. It'll give you an idea of how to drain that hot water heater. Throughout the year, there are mineral deposits that can build up in that hot water heater. So when you drain it, you drain those mineral deposits out of the hot water heater, because if those are allowed to sit and settle in the hot water heater for too long, then it causes your hot water heater to work a little harder than it really needs to. And that means you might not get the lifetime or the longevity out of that hot water heater that you should be getting. So drain that hot water heater once a year. Doing it early fall is a perfect time of the year to do it. Number 2 on our list is going to be your roof. We all know that if something goes wrong with your roof, that can be a very expensive maintenance or repair item on a home. First off, it's tough to get to, right? Some of us might not have ladders tall enough to get up to the roof, and even if we do, some of us might have a really steep pitch on our roof, so we don't even want to get up there to do work. So this is often an item that if there's something goes wrong with the roof, you've got to hire someone to take care of it, and it could be costly. For this maintenance item, let's make sure that we properly inspect the roof once a year. So one item for the roof is gutters. Take a look at those gutters. Over time, leaves can build up. You could have animal nests, bird's nests, right? Things like that that could be in the gutter. And what happens if those gutters become clogged? Water backs up, it can sit, you can cause mildew, and if the water backs up enough and it's raining hard enough, then of course you could have an issue with water infiltrating through the shingles over the eave there. So anyways, check those gutters because if they do become clogged and stay clogged over time, it could give you some headaches. Another roof item is to check the shingles and the flashing. So if you have, I'll call them curly shingles, if you have some shingles over time, they've curled up, or maybe some flashing that is not properly attached, that could also allow water to come in, and then you've got a roof leak, which, so if that happens, obviously you've got an issue on the roof, and then if it's leaking in your house and you've got an interior issue, unfortunately, that you've got to take care of as well. One last roof item is check for little cracks or holes in the eave of your roof, because those are spots that little animals love to jump into, and then they can obviously come into your house from that point. You've all heard of something like squirrels, right? Squirrels can get into your attics, and then there's a big mess. It's loud, you hear them running around, and then they can make a big mess in your attic space. So then you've got another issue that you have to deal with. So make sure that you seal up any of those little cracks and holes that you might see in the eave of your roof. Hey, before we go any further down this road, do me a big favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to, right? So we've hit a couple of big ticket items on our list today. We've talked about the hot water heater, we talked about the roof, and what's another big one? Yes, you guessed it, the HVAC units. Those are another spot where you can quickly accrue some hefty bills if you do not maintain your HVAC units properly. One thing I want to say about HVAC units, and this one is so simple, but a lot of people don't do it, is maintain your air filter. That's an easy thing to do. So go to one of your big box stores, your local hardware store, wherever, order it offline, but you can order 30-day air filters or 90-day air filters. And for me personally, we use the 90-day air filters. First off, they're a little better quality, I feel, and then I don't have to change it as often, right? So I'm going and changing hours once every 3 months as opposed to once a month. So whatever system or schedule you're most comfortable with, just make it part of routine and a maintenance schedule for your house. So change out those air filters. It's simple to do, and it really helps to make your unit run efficiently, and then it helps to protect it long term as well. Another item for HVAC units, just keep it clean. Keep the units clean that are on the outside of your home, and I'm pointing this way like you guys know what the heck I'm pointing at, but my HVAC units are that way on that side of the house. So keep the area around the units clean. So what I mean by that, grass clippings, things like that, and then high grass growth, don't let that happen around the HVAC unit, because it allows for little animals and things like that to want to nest maybe around your unit, and that can impact it. So keep the area clean, and it just runs more efficiently and smoothly. But take care of those HVAC systems, because they are pricey, and you don't want to have to replace one, believe me, because if you do, you're talking a few $1,000s. Before you leave my channel, do me a big favor. Check out another video that I've got posted on the channel, and it talks about home improvement projects that you can take care of yourself for under $100. If you're watching this video, you're probably on a house and you're concerned about maintenance, so your head's in the right spot. So that is super awesome. And you might be one of those that likes to do some home improvement projects for cheap, right? So check that video out. It'll talk to you about ways that you can improve your house and not spend a fortune. So I hope this video has helped you guys out. I hope it really helps for you to take care of those systems in your house and the roof and things like that can be costly for you if you don't properly maintain them. If you have any questions at all, please reach out and let me know. And I really appreciate you for jumping on and watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.